Hi, we are Rob and Kathy, and welcome to our channel. Join us for our travels in Australia and beyond. Good morning. It's Sunday. It's a lot cooler. We had a bit of a thunderstorm overnight. And today we're getting ourselves organised to leave Uluru and head off to Kings Canyon, a journey of 300 odd kilometres. I think there's a few walks we'll be doing and a cattle station we'll be checking out. And I don't really know a huge amount about Kings Canyon, but I suspect we'll find out more when we get there. So no doubt we'll have a few reports as we go, and I'll catch you up then. We left Sailors Resort in Uluru, and our first port of call was morning tea at Curtin Springs Cattle Station. Curtin Springs is 1 million acres. It's located on the Lassiter Highway, 85 kilometres from the Uluru-Katajuta National Park. It's owned by the Severin family, who took over the pastoral lease in 1956. This is Curtin Springs. And it's still rather cool. Once inside and out of the elements, we had a very nice country-style morning tea. And that was followed by an excellent talk about life on a cattle station. To meet today's demands, Curtin Springs has had to diversify into a number of different areas. They've embraced pastoral tourism and, of all things, making boutique paper. Curtin Springs makes handmade paper from the native grasses found on the cattle station. The paper is made in the old abattoir building. Country people are very versatile at reinventing themselves. We had an excellent talk and demonstrations about the paper making process. Before leaving, we had the opportunity to browse the gift shop. Here there was an extensive array of paper products, including, of all things, paper jewellery. And we've made some astute purchases which will be transformed into beautiful paintings. Yeah. Then we were back on the bus and heading to Kings Creek Station. The station is located 36 kilometres from Kings Canyon and is a huge 2,000 square kilometres. Kings Creek, like many other cattle stations, has diversified and offers accommodation, tours, food and fuel. We enjoyed an excellent lunch there. Our next stop was a short walk to Kathleen Springs. Kathleen Springs is 21 kilometres by road from Kings Canyon. Relics of old stockyards can be seen along a pleasant walk to the permanent waterhole. As you can see, the weather remained cool, cloudy and windy. The waterhole holds special significance for the local Aboriginal people and is important for wildlife. Swimming is not permitted. Back on the bus, we headed for Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon, also known as Wataka, is a canyon located 321 kilometres southwest of Alice Springs, within the Wataka National Park. The Luritja people have inhabited the area for at least 20,000 years. Wataka is the Luritja word for umbrella bush, which grows in the vicinity. And we have arrived at Kings Canyon Resort. These are the accommodation buildings. Let's have a little look inside. Bathroom. Looks very civilised. Two beds. And an outdoor balcony, which I'll figure out how to open later on. So after wrestling with the door, we got it open. This is our view. And then we caught the bus to the dining room and had a very enjoyable meal. And that was about it for the rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Day 6. We are at Kings Canyon Resort. It's a nice clear morning, certainly better than yesterday. Still a bit cool and windy. Today is a fairly quiet one. We're off for a walk to begin with, lunch, and then after lunch I've got a 15-minute helicopter flight, some more quiet afternoon, and then a light show tonight. So a good day just to catch up. We'll let you know all about it. We headed down for breakfast. A very nice selection was presented, which catered for all tastes and dietary requirements. Also, the coffee was pretty good. After fueling up, we walked down to the bus to head off for our walk into Kings Canyon. And this is the start of our walk. Quite a few other groups here as well today. The Kings Creek walk will suit those not looking for an overly strenuous activity. The walk is 2.6 kilometres return and leads you onto the floor of the canyon, where you can be rewarded with some spectacular views. The entire walk takes less than an hour to complete. At the end of the walk is a viewing platform. Take a few minutes there to rest, relax, and enjoy the excellent view. And here is the viewing platform. The scenery really is magnificent, and it's well worth the walk. Back at base camp, Kathy spent the afternoon enjoying her new hobby, painting with watercolours, while I prepared myself mentally and physically for a helicopter flight. Arriving at the helipad, we were given a safety briefing. The helicopter duly arrived and continued to take sightseers on a scenic flight over the canyon. These three guys refused to move and were not at all bothered by the helicopters coming and going. And then we were off. The young girl flying the helicopter asked if it was my first helicopter flight, and she assured me it was hers as well. very interesting seeing Kings Canyon from above. You get the real impression of an oasis in the wilderness. So sit back and enjoy this amazing scenery. And then all too soon, we were landing. And our 3 immovable friends are still there. It's nearly 6 o'clock now. We've done the helicopter flight, which was exceptionally good. And now we're heading down to a boardwalk where we're going to watch the sunset against the escarpment, which is apparently quite spectacular, and a bit of a light show followed by barbecue. So we'll let you know how we go when we get there. And this is the boardwalk. Here's the board, and we're going to walk.
Haha.
And everyone seems to be here.
Remembered how it was to be close to you, magnetized to the sky above. All of the undying sun.
The Light Towers display at Kings Canyon is an immersive sound and light installation by Bruce Munro. The light towers consist of 69 2-metre turrets scattered through a field of red dirt. Each tower is made up of 216 recycled bottles. Visitors are welcome to wander through the maze of lights and fully immerse themselves in the spectacle. After the light display, we had a barbecue dinner, and that was it for the day. Join us for our next episode, where we travel back to Alice Springs and walk through Ormiston and Stanley Gorges. If you enjoyed this video, why not like it and consider subscribing.